Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
We thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Besides, a different need, I'm coming. I'm flat out coming.
It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to another edition of the Sports Report Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan. We got a full house tonight, including a couple of special guests from Player versus Team. A show you check out every Thursday on YouTube from the Sidelines YouTube channel. Let me go ahead and bring on the usual suspects. Let me go ahead and bring on my man, 7-7. What's up, man? What's going on with you?
Well, something very important happened.
What's that?
For the first time since 2007, we have a female umpire umpiring spring training games down in Clearwater, Florida.
Wow.
You're only concerned about guys getting called for strikes that were thrown 2 games ago.
Damn. Oh, my goodness. Let me go ahead and bring...
I said it's only going to get worse.
It is. All right, real quick, let's bring my man Ando in. Ando, what's up?
Yo, what up? Chiefs Kingdom in the house with 7 and myself. Let's get it cracking, man. 7, I really thought you were going somewhere serious with that woman umpire until you hit the joke. And now I got to take back the respect, man.
You should know better. You should know better.
Dude, I really thought you were going sincere, man. I really thought it was the sincere part. I was like Michael Caine and Miss Congeniality. Oh my God, she's grown up. And just like that, she falls down again.
Hey, down. I will always be Miss Congeniality of the sports world. That is my goal in life.
And let me bring in the CEO of Walmart and Trailer Parks. Let me bring in Dan the Dick. Dan, what's up, man?
That was super gay. Super gay. No, hey, I knew Tony was joking when he said women umpiring, because that's not.
No, that is actually a thing. There's a female umpire. This is not Jen Paywall.
Will you just let me make a sexist joke, please, 7? And then,
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that was it. That was women umpiring was the joke. That was the whole thing. It was just terrible. Right. Thank you.
Let me go ahead and bring my cohorts in from Player versus Team first. She is the first lady from the sidelines. Let me bring my girls Zamora and Zamora. What's up? There you go. What's up? You on mute?
There you go. Unmute yourself.
You unmute yourself, young lady.
Can we?
Yeah, you're on mute. Unmute yourself.
My bad.
Hey,
there it is. Happy Monday.
Good. Appreciate you coming through. Also, this next gentleman is a part of Player versus Team. Remember, man, Swag in. Swag, what's up, bro?
Swag come through. Hey, Swag, what's up?
Swag coming through. What's up, man?
What's good, y'all? Happy Monday. It's a little, sleepy, but I'm excited to meet everybody, and let's get this started.
Appreciate you coming through, bro. Appreciate you coming through some more. All right. First thing we're going to talk about is NFL free agency. And a player I'm going to bring up is someone that 7 and Ando are real familiar with. Chris Jones. Do you think these? Do you? I'm one at a time for real this time because we got more people than usual. One at a time for real this time. Because I know Dan would get me if
I'm not
the other way. Yeah, you would.
the one at a time. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys think that KC will sign Chris Jones back? Swag, I'll start with you.
I think they're gonna sign him back. I think so. Probably like a good probably like 2 years or something like that. Probably 2 years.
What you think, Zamora? You think they signed Chris Jones back, particularly what he did in the Super Bowl?
It couldn't be no worse than what they did. They criticized Stephon Diggs for, so I believe that they will bring him back.
Yeah. So true.
So yeah.
Dan, what you thinking?
You're not really hitting the important point here, Will. And the important point is that Chris Jones' dick came out during the NFL Combine. And
wait, what?
Go watch the video.
That Zamora happened. It happened.
Go watch the video. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
YouTube still.
No, Dan, something like that up.
He immediately became like my favorite player because it's hilarious. Because he falls down and his dick comes out.
I completely forgot about
clearly
that.
on national television, and he's just walks it off. He also ran like a 4.7, and he's like 315 pounds, so that was impressive too.
Yeah,
but like not near as impressive. You know what I'm saying? But
we just flashing.
No.
A lot of
pulled his pants down when he fell. Like he skidded across the ground. Go watch the video; it's hilarious. He gets up, he's like, "The dick came out," and you can totally see it. And they just kept going.
I ain't gonna say here and lie. When I ran track when I was younger, that shit happened to me.
Oh
yeah, it's. I mean,
that shit happened to me.
Was
and it make it so bad. My parents and my baby sister were in the stands.
Oh my goodness!
This is how y'all gonna start off on Monday.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
That's how we start every Monday. Hot, coming hot.
I hate to say this, hot take from me. I ain't got to worry about that problem. It ain't big enough to worry. Nope, we ain't got to go there, man. Nope.
Wow.
No.
I can't ill prepare, but go ahead.
It's not any worse than the Michael Jordan MVP statue. You guys have seen that thing, right? It has a huge dick. Like it is the weirdest thing ever. But the statue has it just does. Like, I don't know if it was like supposed to be part of the pants or like, go look at a picture of it and tell me that's not a dick on there.
See,
seven.
He's the only person looking for that shit too.
It's not. You don't have to look for it. Dan? You don't have to look for it. I'm not kidding you.
Yes.
Yeah.
He lives his name for real, y'all.
Okay. Chris Jones is a good player. The Kansas City Chiefs don't need him though. Ultimate answer is they don't need him. Honestly, they can just fill somebody else in. You got 15. You keep 15, you're good. Everything is good with 15. They can lose 87. They can lose whatever the fuck number Chris Jones wears, and 95, whatever. And it's not going to matter. There's not a guy on that team that matters more than 15. As long as they have 15, it's not really. I don't think it's a really big deal. And Chris Jones is going to want so much fucking money, dude. Just go let him get his money somewhere else. Go. It's fine. It's fine. I want him to get his money, but he's not going to get in Kansas City. That's my.
Just to let y'all know, his franchise tag is $32 million.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go next, man.
They're not tagging him.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of damn money. What you think, Seven?
I don't think they do, and the reason why is because of priorities. You are now at the point where you have to re-sign Snead. You also have to re-sign Creed Humphrey. There's a list of like 8 guys that Kansas City has to re-sign, even with the bump in cap. Would it be nice if he could stay in Kansas City? Would it be nice if he took one of those, very team-friendly deals? Absolutely. Yes. But the truth of the matter is, I don't think anybody can dispute this. Chris Jones has earned the right to get fucking paid.
Mm-hmm.
And I have made many memories over the last few years watching that man dominate offensive lines.
Yep.
And make Spags look really, really fucking good.
But depth over talent.
Yeah. Chris Jones deserves to get paid. And we need to keep guys like Snead and Creed Humphrey. Creed Humphrey is going to be instrumental in the success of the Chiefs moving forward because he is the center, but he is the anchor of that offensive line. With all the struggles that Kansas City's had, Creed Humphrey has been has been a shining light and one of the most consistent pieces in that offensive line since he came over from University of Oklahoma. One of the few good things to come out of Oklahoma. But
don't let your girl hear that.
Ultimately,
let Erica hear you say that.
Oklahoma's a lovely flyover state.
You know, looking in the eye, call me an asshole. I'm not worried about her. No, Creed Humphrey is important. L'Jarius Sneed is important. There's a long list of guys that are. Chris Jones is the talent of his quarterback, or it's more about the fact that he's getting paid than the numbers he's going to produce. I don't think Kansas City re-signs Chris Jones.
And I'm going to disagree. Respectfully, of course, I'm going to disagree. As Dan said, 15 is important to that offense. And as much as it kills me to say that you can run the offense without 87, without 11, without 24 on the offense, I think Chris Jones is just as important on that defense. He is the leader.
As who?
He is the voice of that defense.
As who? As important as who?
I mean,
you're not saying it's important to 15. Don't do it. Please don't.
No, I'm saying defensively, he is the 15 for the Chiefs.
It's not.
You don't think so?
Okay. No, he's not even in the same fucking stratosphere. It's not even the same thing.
Okay, so
who's the
captain of the defense then?
I got a question. 7, you're saying he's supposed to get paid, but you don't think they're going to keep him, but he deserves to get paid.
Yeah, Kansas City has a lot of priorities.
Yeah,
they're signing those younger guys. Chris Jones is getting up there, and he deserves to get paid. And Kansas City, with those priorities, paying Chris Jones is not one of them.
Yeah. Depth over top end talent.
If he was taking a team-friendly deal, then absolutely it happens. But I don't think he's going to do that. It's time to make some money, ready to retire.
He should. Yeah. So you think the Chiefs are going to go the route of the way that Tyreek did? He'll get the money somewhere else and either flat out free agency or a sign and trade.
He's a free agent. Yeah.
God.
Tyreek Hill was a far bigger hit to the Chiefs than Chris Jones will ever be.
I respectfully will disagree with both of you. I think he is important to that defensive line.
He is important. I think he's not.
I respect your opinion, Dan. I think if I'm agreeing with 7, if he can take a team-friendly deal, keep him. But just like with Tyreek, when Tyreek left, we were still able to win Super Bowls without him. If we lose him, I'll be sad. As a fan, I think we should keep him. But 7's right. I mean, the team's got a lot of other holes that they have to keep filled or find a better replacement for.
And are you making my point right now? Or you just made my point for me. You just said like, oh, without Tyreek Hill, we still won Super Bowls.
If that's
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. Right? As a fan of the Chiefs, I would like to keep him. I think he poses more of a threat for the Chiefs. Go ahead.
We've both said that we don't think they're keeping him, and you said you disagree, and then said they aren't keeping him.
Yeah,
are you running for office, bro? Like,
are you trying to confuse me?
Is this a NASCAR track?
You're
walking around
in a big circle?
just he's making a left turn. He's making a left turn. Like
we're just like a NASCAR fan.
So my point is,
a NASCAR fan.
I would have watched the Atlanta race. I heard that was a really solid finish last.
I went to one last year. They're awesome. It's really the guys go fast.
Will the Chiefs keep him? I don't think so. Would I like the Chiefs to keep him? Yes. That's my official answer.
No shit, Sherlock is my official answer. Let's move on.
All right.
No fucking shit, Ando.
Ando, don't take that. Don't take that.
I got plenty of show left.
I got plenty of show left.
If Dan don't get hard at me, he's flaccid for the show. So I'll get back at him. It's all right.
I do want to go to a quarterback, and more. I'll start with you on this dude. And there's so many rumors I keep hearing about him. Kirk Cousins, what do you think he ends up?
Man, don't ask me about that bum. Do not.
You like that? You
don't
like that?
Do that shit to me. Nope. Skip.
You like that?
Don't ask me about his. No, man.
I really thought we were going Justin Fields, bro. And you come and hit us with Kirk fucking Cousins.
No, we're not doing this shit today. Nope. You might as well ask me about Jay Cutler because I think they're the same. They're synonymous.
I love Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler and him are the same. Brad.
I kind of like that comparison.
Jay Cutler,
I like that comparison a little bit.
You hate Kirk Cousins or something?
She does. It seems like
he's too trash for me. It's just too trash. It's too trash for me. Somebody else go. Skip.
She have on her fantasy team.
Swag, what you think, man?
He's on your fantasy.
No,
I said she had him on your fantasy. You had him on your fantasy team, didn't you?
I ain't gonna say that loud. I ain't gonna say
you drafted him in the first round.
I had him in one league, and I ended up winning that league because when Kirk Cousins went out hurt, I picked up Jordan Love, and he carried me through.
Oh, okay.
he was top 10 MVP candidate like before
he was.
It was good.
I bought $400 on that league. So
you guys like that?
Shout out to Dak Prescott and Jordan Love. Y'all won me $400.
Yes, sir.
Y'all.
You got money off Dak? Wow.
Hell yeah, I did.
I'm surprised.
But you ain't see my receivers though. My receivers.
I was gonna say there is no way that was built on Dak alone.
No.
Hey, thank you, Jordan Love.
I had Chase and Jefferson on that team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said,
there's no actual playoffs in fantasy though, so Dak's actually good. This goes to week 17. So he's actually a good fantasy quarterback.
There's actually playoffs in fantasy, yes, sir.
Who else want to answer about Kirk Cousins? Because I gave y'all what my answer was.
There was a rumor.
That's not an answer, by the way. That's just a.
It is very much an answer.
There was a rumor.
I'll give it to her. It is.
Yeah,
right.
There's a rumor going around, and not a rumor, but something that I think Nick Wright proposed a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And he proposed, and y'all know I can't stand it, right?
Like
but he proposed that Kirk Cousins go to the 49ers, and it said Brock Purdy down.
Why?
Okay.
What? Wait,
he didn't suggest that.
Okay.
I want to see evidence.
Objectively, as a Chiefs fan, first of all, Nick Wright needs to just shut the fuck up.
Agreed.
Secondly,
Get out of here.
I'm sorry. It's too fucking much. He's like if Skip Bayless looked like Severus fucking Snape. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
And
somebody said
it. I mean,
especially
with the long hair now, he looks like fucking Severus Snape. Like if Severus Snape was talking.
Severus Snape from Harry Potter, dude. Come on.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I didn't read books.
But anyway, it's. To believe that Brock Purdy deserves any type of punishment for his performance in the Super Bowl is just fucking asinine.
Agreed.
I agree.
Shanahan needed to. Anyway, go ahead.
I agree.
We're listening.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
in fact, you see, I say justice for Wilkes. Shanahan needed to be the one to go.
Yep,
that was some BS.
Not according to Will. Will said Wilkes needed to go.
And
we got proof in chat.
Oh yeah, but I knew that was gonna happen because I knew he was gonna be the scapegoat.
Yeah, he did say that on our show. He said that he knew it was going to be
the scapegoat. I knew that he was gonna be the scapegoat.
Like, I'm sorry,
a package deal.
You can't admit that you are the head coach and admit you don't know the rules or aren't aware of the rules in overtime and Super Bowl. You should be automatically fired. I'm sorry.
Wait.
That's on Mike.
Wait. The players should know that too, because the refs literally told them, right?
Yeah,
it's true. This is true.
I know the players should know that too, but I'm saying like it's still gonna fall more on the coach because the coach is supposed to inform them. You know what I'm saying?
And I blame Shanahan for not taking that possession instead of going first. He should have went second.
Yeah.
Because why you giving Patrick Mahomes 4 downs?
Right.
Why?
Did you see Patrick when that coin toss happened? He mouthed the words, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
You're giving Patrick like he knows what he needs to do, which is not a good thing. That's not like when that's the issue, then you're done. Like so.
Yeah, definitely.
This falls on.
He scored still.
I respect the thing on Steve Wilkes. I'm not the biggest Steve Wilkes fan, but I will say that the one commonality between the 28-3 game, the Chiefs' first Super Bowl win with Patrick Mahomes, and the Chiefs' third Super Bowl win with Patrick Mahomes, Kyle Shanahan blew a fucking lead.
Yep.
Another 10-point lead.
Yep.
His father would never. Anyways.
Exactly.
That's on Mike.
His father would never do that.
And
a package deal.
And I do want to say this on Wilkes real quick. Go back and look at the numbers. That 49ers defense did better under him this season than with DeMeco Ryans last year.
Yep.
So
it was bad timing. The Chiefs took advantage when they needed to.
Yep.
Hey, Will. Steve Wilkes is white, right? Is he
no.
Not? Oh, damn it, he's not.
Man,
you are not 7, sir. That does not work with you. It only works with 7.
We're not doing this on Black.
It only works with 7.
We're not doing this on Black.
No.
Hey, Zamora, swag. He actually thought Jordan Love was white.
Shut the fuck up.
And Arthur Smith
was black.
Arthur Smith?
Forget thinking Green Bay, Wisconsin, and the name Jordan and not associating it with a black guy. Like that seems like
I got it. I mean,
I
give you I understand. I understand.
He said that, boy. I was done. I died in Shaq that night, boy.
I need a drink.
No, the one that I will take the blade for though is Arthur Smith. That I felt like a dumbass for. Yeah. I mean,
Arthur Ashe, you kind of have a little leeway.
Not with Arthur Smith. No, Arthur Smith is as white as can be.
The head coach of the Falcons.
He's saying that Arthur Ashe.
Former head coach.
I'm saying Arthur Ashe is a black guy, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's saying that.
Yeah.
Okay,
learn something, you idiots. Read a book. Jesus.
All right, the next guy I want to get into. As we wind this down, because I do want to get into some basketball. Wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Mike Evans. Swag, where you think he going?
I'm not gonna lie. There's been rumors that he probably should go to the Chiefs. I'm not gonna lie. If he goes to the Chiefs, just give him just give him that third Super Bowl.
Man, it's so nice to hear other people say
they're gonna win 6 in a row.
You get Mike Evans, man. He's still a 1,000-yard receiver.
This is really tough because they really had a good year with Baker Mayfield after that 1 year. We all thought that it was gonna be bottom of the lower seed. I doubt they're gonna pay him, but I think he's gonna get out of there. I don't know what team though.
What do you think, Dan? You think he stays, or where do you think he ends up?
For one, Baker Mayfield's going to have a terrible year next year because he has expectations on him now. He actually has some sort of bar to meet, so you're not going to get Baker Mayfield at his best. At his best is when he goes to Tampa and nobody knows he plays for Tampa, and he's just nobody knows I'm down here, just throwing bombs. That's Baker Mayfield that you want. Now people know he's there, so he's fucked. If you can game plan for Baker Mayfield at all, it's over. It's literally just it's a dude who thinks he's still at Oklahoma. It's no, those are NFL athletes on the other side there, but they're not. This isn't Big 12. This isn't the.
I'm not.
But then, what's the one thing he it's bad because he had that highlight game against the Eagles when they was really going through they was on a down bad period. So it's just you had your best highlight when Eagles was really confused. So yeah.
So he took advantage of that.
No, but he's saying that the Eagles is a fluke. All I'm saying is the Eagles is a fluke. We established that. So you having your best highlight game, establishing you being promising up and coming for next year, that's not a good look. You know what I'm saying?
He was the underdog in that game, correct? He was the underdog.
Yeah.
Because that's the only time that Baker Mayfield excels is when no one thinks he's going to excel, and he's but when you put some expectation on him, it's over. He's just an average quarterback. I love his spirit. I do. I love it. I love that he thinks he can fucking scramble and Johnny Manziel fucking some plays out, but he can't. It's not a thing. He has to surprise you. When Baker Mayfield doesn't surprise you, he's terrible. So now he's not going to surprise anybody. He's in Tampa. They're oh yeah, he's down in Tampa. We just watch film on him. He's fucked. So he's not going to have a good year. He's not. And Mike Evans, for Mike Evans, it's all uphill from here, really. I mean, you were just in Tampa. So you just don't. I mean,
he had
Tom comes there and shines his light on you. Just because Tom came there and shone his light on you doesn't mean that you were just not in Tampa for the last 10 years.
He got a ring though, y'all.
So Baker, so what did Baker got to show you? Do he got to show you that he can perform without Mike Evans? That's what you're trying to say?
No, I'm saying that he has to show me that he can perform when teams prepare for him. When teams actually know he's on the other side and game plan for him, he's fucked because he's not a good quarterback. He's not. He has spirit. He has great spirit. He does. He's a raw guy. I love it. The fucking running down the field like that shit. I fucking love it. I love his spirit. He's made an NFL career on that, and that's not what you make NFL careers out of. You make NFL careers out of fucking talent, being good at your job. And Baker Mayfield's not. He's just a flash in the pan. He's just a catalyst. He's like a NOS shot in a fucking fast car. He just lasts for a second and then it's over. And then once you can just time yours differently. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes any sense. But did you see him run from the cops? You seen that video? Couldn't even get away from a cop. This cop was white and fat. And he tries to like just out of nowhere, like he tries to like sneak off, and the cop just sacks him. The cop sacks him. Like if you're a good football player, you just run away. Like you get away at least. The guy sacks him.
This is so petty.
Put the tackle on him.
That's horrible. He's been one of my best friends since 2015, and that is exactly what he is fucking petty. That tracks. I think Mike Evans stays.
I'm starting to think the same thing too.
Why not?
They don't have to pay Baker Mayfield. So what are they going to do with that money? They're going to put it into Mike Evans' pocket so he stays.
Yep.
You invest in some more talent around Baker Mayfield while you still got him on the cheap for at least another couple of years before you really have to pay him if he stays successful. Dump a bunch of money into the rest of your roster and run with it. Give Baker no excuse, because Dan's probably right. Baker's going to crumble like a fucking cookie. But
plus, I think his quarterback coach is gone.
He gonna crumble.
I think his quarterback coach is in Carolina right now.
He's going to crumble, but at least take away the excuse so that people will stop asking if Baker Mayfield actually has potential to be a legitimate talent, because I don't see it.
Good. I'm in agreement. I think he stays in Tampa.
I think he does too. But it would be nice to see him somewhere else. Somewhere like
back to the Browns.
I don't know. How about the Seahawks with DK Metcalf? Tyler Lockett didn't get no younger.
I think Baker can like simulate. He can simulate being productive. Like he can simulate production for a second.
He's not a Madden game, Dan.
Well, he can simulate. Like he can simulate production.
Press the button.
Might as well.
Pretty much. I mean, he's like a guy who thinks his skills are really high and then they're not.
Oh, by the way, Will, it's going to be Justin Fields to the Seahawks. By the way, that's where Fields is going.
You don't think Fields is going to go to Pittsburgh or Atlanta?
No, he's going to Seahawks.
Wait, Justin Fields?
Geno back though.
Nah, I think he'll stay with
I would take Fields over Smith personally.
I would, but it just signed Geno back.
They're gonna.
So unless you done demoted the man.
You guys are also assuming that Chicago's going to draft Caleb Williams, though, too. Right?
This is true.
That's what
and
that
I think Caleb Williams will be a bust. That's just my opinion.
Caleb Williams is a fuckboy. In the words of our co-associate, Caleb Williams is a fuckboy.
What?
Those are direct words from where's she at? She's around here somewhere. No, she's on the show sometimes. Periodically.
One of our producers, Erica.
Yeah, no.
Caleb
he's
Williams
a fuckboy. It's perfect.
Caleb Williams getting all this slander. He's not even in the league yet.
Exactly.
Because
he's like grinding right now. I feel
he ended like 3 games. He ended like 3 games last year, literally crying with his assistant on the sideline. Like that's how he ended 3 games.
The game against Washington, he was trying to
Wait. Everybody plays a sport and cries when they lose a game.
No. Not every game.
You don't cry.
No, and not on the field with your fucking assistant.
On the field of play. You don't cry on the field of battle.
No, you don't.
I can see if you did it in the locker room. I got you.
What about T.O. when he cried after he messed up
that
game?
I love when dudes cry, but not every fucking game when you lose. Like that's not a thing. Like that's it. Like who is following behind that man? Who's following behind that man when he's like, I just give up then. When it just sucks, I just give up and I start crying.
And this is why some more. I've always had an issue with
Pat Bev. Don't start the Pat Bev stuff. Don't do it. Don't start.
Please get into Pat Bev.
We got to pass the first round.
They won though. But Willie, they won. They won though. They didn't lose. They won.
Patrick Beverly is one of my favorite NBA players ever. He's one of my favorite NBA players ever.
Pat Bev?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
He literally is 100% effort. There's nothing else to that guy that made him an NFL player other than him just being a dog. He's a dog.
Hold on. I got something else about Zamora I need to tell y'all real quick. Y'all ain't know this. She is James Harden's greatest fan. She calls James Harden Goat Harden.
I do. I call him Go Harden.
Honey bun, ice crispy, cinnamon toast crunch.
I call him Go Harden for real.
He's the goat.
Pop, biscuit strip club.
He's the go to Houston strip clubs. I was gonna say that. Yeah. Like the strippers love it when James comes through. Let's just say that.
You know, all they do is troll me with stripper jokes and
cheeseburger.
I I love
He
James
got fat
Harden.
at one time, but that was a fat suit. That wasn't even really him. Y'all just haters.
A fat suit. Really
They
is
said it was a
more.
fat suit. They said the next day he was skinny. So they said it was a fat suit.
My gosh.
I don't know.
He's like,
Anyway,
he's like Christian Bale.
Don't let him
Man,
get you.
I'm not
James
gonna lie.
Harden is my hero. I wish that I could play basketball and spend that much time in strip clubs.
That's not why I was saying that.
Pancakes, dude.
Well, he
Pancakes in strip clubs, like
I'm
pancakes.
5'7". I've never even touched a basketball rim unless it was lowered down for me. I wish there's a lot of things about James Harden that I wish I could be.
Tony plays
Like,
at 7'5".
black. I mean,
Well,
have
honey,
more extra large
honey
box
buns
strap.
gotta stop hanging out
Seven?
with little
James
babies.
Harden is my hero.
7. I will say in about another 5 years, you may have the beard like James Harden.
It's
But you can't shave
starting
it.
coming kind of nice. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
It's getting
Have
better.
you seen Harden's actual face? That's why he has a beard.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. I
Am I
got one more
wrong?
guy. I got one more. I got two more guys I want to talk about real quick. I do want to talk about another free agent. He's running back for the New York Giants, Saquon Barkley.
I love Saquon's.
Wow.
Where do you think he going, Ando?
I
Or
think
did
he
he
stays
stay?
with the Giants.
Think he stays?
I think he stays. Oh, dude, that team's going to be a dumpster fire if he's not there. The only reason that team
Dumpster
had any
fire.
semblance
They
of
dumpster
offense.
fire with him.
Yeah, well, they only have a semblance of offense with them. So unless they're tanking, which they could, they keep him.
What you think, Seven?
I think that unless Kansas City signs Austin Eckler as their second running back, he's going to be in Kansas City behind Isaiah Pacheco.
Good God.
Wow.
Behind.
No,
Yes.
no,
Behind
That
him?
would be.
Again,
I
no.
love
Dude, I'm sorry. Dude, I'm
Behind
sorry.
Isaiah
Saquon
Pacheco.
Barkley-
you hold it. Look, I swear to God, both of you, listen to me fucking explain this. Goddamn it.
Oh, shit.
Okay, listen. Saquon Barkley, the only person whose bones are more glass-like than Saquon Barkley is Chris Sale, pitcher that went from the Red Sox to what was it, the Phillies?
Yeah,
I believe.
Anthony Davis.
No, you
Anthony Davis
didn't
is
just
another
say
good
Chris
comparison
Sale.
with the fragility.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
fragile. So you
The
put him in
balance is
Andy
crazy.
Reid's scheme, Andy Reid's running back by committee scheme. You put him as your second running back. And I guarantee, and so that you are preserving him, you have him in the playoffs, something that he's never had to worry about before. With that kind of energy and skill and that veteran experience, absolutely, yes. Put him as a running back to preserve that fucking mileage and use him to run your way through to the fucking Super Bowl.
You mean over Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
Yeah,
Like,
fuck. My God, if he
how's
dropped
he gonna play over that guy?
fucking basketball player, fuck Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, like I mean,
Don't be disrespecting CEH like that. Come on now.
That, wow.
he hyphened his
He
last
has
name
as
at
many
school.
letters in his name as he has drops in a fucking season.
Whoa. We're not talking about Kadarius Toney, okay?
No, Kadarius Toney has more drops.
Guys, your
than
team
Lynch.
just won the Super Bowl. Can you guys
Yeah.
fucking
I
like
can,
back
I
off of
can
it?
be honest and
Jesus.
critique him.
He gets a ring. Oh,
Yeah.
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 Dude, I
I don't know what's
I
going on
don't,
right now.
I mean, I can see your point, but if you got Barkley on your team, you start him,
Okay.
man.
This isn't fucking Madden. Saquon Barkley's not going to play for the Chiefs. Like, you can't just trade for him without
I'm about
any
to say,
fucking, like, it's not fucking Madden.
I don't
dude.
think he goes to the Chiefs, Dan.
No, he's not
I don't
going to the
think-
Chiefs.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's what I'm
so.
saying.
Oh, it's so easy to trigger these guys. It's fun.
God, good. Oh, yeah.
Where
That's
you
what
think
you're
Swag? Where you think Saquon going? You think he leaves or he stays?
doing.
Man, that team is some dishwashers, bro. Like when your grandma asks you, like, did you wash the dishes? Giants. She knows that shit wash. Even though
It's good.
even though the Giants signed this dude, they still gonna be trash. Without this dude, they're gonna be even trash. They probably gonna sign him just because he needs his money.
For
What you
him,
think,
I
Lamar? You think they keep
I
him?
agree.
Like they
You
just
think Kevin
wasting this
Zamora-
man. They just wasting this man's his prime.
Talent.
I
You
would
think they
say
keep him
it's
or you think he go?
it's a coin flip. I feel like more than anything, I've heard more his frustration. So I think like he would like to go. I don't know what's gonna happen because, like y'all said, it's basically a coin toss of trash or not trash.
Yep.
So it's kind of a coin toss. It's not gonna make too much of a difference. He could be support for a team, but I don't know. And it was wild to me is Seven. You said that you call him Mr. Glass. He got glass bone.
Okay, what was it? The last 3 years? Actually, no. This year he actually managed to last most of the season. But what was it? The 2 or 3 years before that, his season ended by week 10 because of injury every time.
But that's just it's mind blowing because when Eli was playing, he was just like gasping at his quads and stuff. You would think he would be all solid. So it's just like, what? How are you getting injured?
It tends to happen. Yeah, go ahead.
He needs some new bones, I guess.
You got these giant quads. You should be able to sustain
yourself. From Walmart for $12.99.
Exactly. CFO. I think. Well, I think that he doesn't know how to take hits for one. He doesn't know like so. You have these guys that like Patrick Mahomes never takes a hard hit. You ever notice that? Like he doesn't ever get solid shots because he does little things at the very end. He kind of like he'll like dip down and stuff. Saquon has no idea how to do that. It's just I think it's a natural thing. Like when you're running the ball. Saquon takes shots all the time, and that's why he gets injured. I don't think his bones are glass. I think he takes solid shots all the time because he doesn't know how to like kind of squeeze and get down because he is so solid. He's like 230. Like I'm 230. I'm like he's gonna take all these shots. Nobody can do that. Like it's and the dudes who pack all the muscle on and are like super defined and shit are usually the ones who get hurt a lot because like those big old fucking bulky muscles ain't too stretchy. Like that's the thing. Like they're big. They ain't too fucking stretchy. Like his quads can't be. He ain't bending those things backward. These are fucking this big around, like a tree trunk. Like, what do you think that thing's gonna twist weird, not fucking snap? No, it's not. It's gonna snap. He's huge. He's huge.
Can we say David Boston 2.0?
No. Well, yeah.
No. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Strips. Not that bad.
Giancarlo Stanton's the same way. Giancarlo Stanton's
that's top tier right there. He ain't messing with that.
David Boston, that's a whole. David Boston was taking glucose strips at like in the middle of practice.
Yeah,
they were taking shit out of his blood and putting back in like Testofen and shit, like synthetic testosterone.
Oh my god!
He weighed like 285. 285 and ran a 4.3.
285 playing receiver.
Your
was your number one receiver.
Your Achilles don't grow with the rest of those muscles.
No,
that Achilles have like a bungee cord.
Twice.
Twice.
Oh my god!
Dude was
stacked. What did he think was going to happen?
I mean, unless you
and he's cutting on it. He's cutting on 290 pounds, running a 4.3. Like, what do you think was going to happen?
That's pre-Zion.
That's what I was thinking. As soon as you said
Zion's all natural. Zion's all natural.
Man, he got them Popeyes chicken legs the way he be running.
How do Zion's legs? I think that all the time. Like, how does Zion's legs like lift him that high on the ground? Because they look like he looks like he's bigger upper body. Like he looks like a fat. Like he looks like a bigger dude upper body. It's hilarious. Like how he jumps that high. It's ridiculous to me. Like I'm like, what's going on in those things? But yeah, like he said, they don't look like they should be lifting him that high off the ground, especially for how much he weighs.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
All right, I got one more guy I want to talk about, and we'll move on to basketball because I do want to talk about some basketball.
Fucking right, Will.
Michael Pittman from the Indianapolis Colts stays or goes?
Who fucking cares? Will is the answer to that. Who
keep that man?
Cares?
You better keep that man.
Michael Pittman?
Yes.
Oh, that 3 wide receiver. He's number 3. He's a number 3 wide receiver.
Keep that man. You better keep Michael Pittman.
Dude.
He moves the chains.
Do the Jags keep Allen Robinson?
No, they traded him.
Who cares?
I'm gonna be like
I ain't never like him.
I'm gonna be like one of those random dudes, like just randomly go answer the question because I barely watch the Colts. I'm gonna just say keep him because I feel like Anthony Richardson's gonna be back stronger next year. So I'm gonna just say keep him.
Anthony Richardson's a bad man.
Jamal, what you think? Keep him or he needs to go? I'd keep him.
Oh, 7. I just read what 7 said. I'm sorry. I guess keep him. I suppose. Because you talk about he moved the change, but
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't watch the Colts like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's not I get my team. I don't highlight them like that.
You don't really watch the Colts like that.
Nobody does.
That's what I'm saying.
Pat McAfee.
Yeah, but facts.
He played for him.
Facts. He played for him. Facts.
Yeah.
Andrew, you think they keep Pittman?
I agree with you guys. I don't really care. Keep him. Let him go. Whatever.
Damn.
Fucking dick.
Damn.
I
skipped in this fucking. We'll just skip me. Just clearly skip me. Just skip.
I'm not gonna skip you. I was coming to you.
No, whatever, dude.
Right. Explain your name, Daniel, please. Can you explain your name?
My middle name is Richard. So it's the short for Richard is Dick.
I got you.
Dick. This is my name. It's my name. It really is my name, man.
I got you, Dick Cheney. I got you.
Yeah.
And
Why
also,
did you ask that question?
No, because he started.
It's interesting. Yeah.
No. Okay, first of all, you started off was like, yeah, there's one football player in the combine. He flashed everyone.
I'm all about dicks.
So I
That's
had
what my name is about.
I was wondering what was going on.
I talk about dicks a lot.
What was it? Was it super bad where there was that character that you just used to draw dicks all day?
Jonah Hill.
That was Jonah Hill's character.
It's a disorder.
Off of him is
it's
where
a disorder. It's a disorder. He draws dicks on everything.
What?
He's like, and then one day I got caught. He's like, one day I got caught drawing this big veiny triumphant bastard.
Damn.
What the hell?
That's what it is.
Super bad.
Yeah, you gotta. If you haven't watched it, you gotta watch it.
Have you ever seen the movie Superbad?
I see, but I remember that, but I must have not been paying attention.
Oh no, it was like a 4-minute scene.
There's a little
drawing. He has like a
all I
whole
cared about was McLovin because that's my dude.
Yeah,
that's all I cared about.
He has a big old lunchbox.
That was Jonah Hill. Yeah, Jonah Hill's character. Like, yeah, they did a whole scene about it where he's just drawing dicks all day. It was.
It's hilarious.
He's drawing the veiniest, thickest motherfucker, and some girl caught him.
Real quick, there's a question in the chat, and Seven seems to be prepared. Have you guys seen the ice rink football?
Yeah, I saw the clip of it.
Hold on. Give me a second. Let me get this.
Do your thing.
Where's our producer at? Erica.
Not me.
Oh, she's not there?
No,
Not
God damn it.
not Erica. Not Erica doing her job.
You need to just shut your poor mouth down. That's what you need to do.
Oh, I thought you were
okay. Here we go.
Mine?
What?
Here, hold this.
What the hell?
What in the fuck? Dude, it's so stupid.
They don't even got on skate.
I think I've finally seen something. I think I've seen now that I've seen that.
I think I know what this is.
The XFL holds more value.
Yes.
Than that.
I know what this is. I figured because this is over in Eastern Europe. And this is a way for white people to play football in a place that black people probably won't go. And if they do, there'll be a few of them. Kind of like hockey.
Yeah,
like
ain't going.
It's the same thing.
Hell no, I ain't going.
The white guy was like, I can play running back.
There's a white safety. There's a white corner. When was the last time you saw a white corner?
Iowa.
Wait, I'm gonna answer that question.
Duke Iowa.
Dan Sorensen.
No, it's safety. No, a white corner? There hasn't been one in the NFL. There actually is now.
From Iowa. Dijon coming from Iowa. He's the corner.
He's
the
actually
projected
corner.
first-round pick.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's the first one in like 25 years. Because
Jason
Sehorn was the last one. Jason Sehorn for the Giants was the last one.
The last good one.
There hasn't been one, Will. Name another one.
Yeah, you can't.
There isn't one. It's not a thing.
You can't.
Not a thing.
Facebook user. That's for your boys, so we know who you are.
Maybe Asian, but other than that,
it might be. It might be. It might be Stacks.
Yeah, I think it's Stacks.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any Asian corners either. Not one.
Wait, hold on. Wait. What did you just say?
There's been no Asian corners. Not one.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, his Yao Ming played basketball instead of football.
Dude, Yao Ming went survival season.
That's your brother, Ando.
What's that?
That's your brother.
Hey, cool. Yeah, Rob can. Sure, why not? Rob, go skate. Rob gets the ball and falls flat on his face. Up, second down.
I'm so dead.
Hey, good luck with that, because I ain't doing that shit with no ice.
I mean, I like the concept,
fuck
but
that.
I mean, like, what if a dude comes in and just shoulder tackles a dude over the side of the wall? I mean,
man, I'm falling down. I'm breaking every bone of my body.
Sure.
Yeah,
it's like
you're taking
Blade.
pressure football with the dangers of hockey.
Yep. It's like that old. It's like that old time video game. Blades of Steel with a football.
I love how they're like stepping on the ice, like they're not actually skating. They're like the dudes are like walking and they're like stepping.
They have ice shoes. What it is?
Made it worse. Yeah. Like that's I don't understand. It's
all right. I do want to go ahead and get into a little NBA action. We're gonna go ahead and get into the hardwood, my man. Dan, let's go ahead and bring it on up. right, then I'm gonna ask you this question, and after you answer, we'll take it around the room.
That title was crazy.
Pause.
Pause. Yeah.
You guys get it. You guys get it. Okay, good. We're all in on the joke now.
I had to read more.
we're all in on the
Ask
joke.
Dan first, and then after that, we'll go around the room and take the question.
Right,
do the Lakers have a run left in them?
Who?
The Lakers. Do they have a run left in them?
Yes. All they have to do is make the playoffs. I've said this the whole time. All they have to do is make the playoffs, guys. It's different. LeBron James knows how to play in the playoffs. It's a whole different fucking basketball game in the playoffs. It is. Watch playoff basketball, watch a regular season game. Totally different. It's totally different. The way the fucking refs call the game is different. And LeBron James has been there for so fucking long that he's adept to it. It's fine. And if Anthony Davis can stay healthy, which is a fucking gigantic question mark, the biggest one basically that exists, it is.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know if it's like Anthony Davis gets hurt doing nothing. He like literally tore his elbow, I think, just like in the middle. He was like, didn't even get touched. He was like, it's a non-contact elbow thing. It's like street clothes. We call him street clothes. Like if he can stay healthy, he's a fucking freak. But like LeBron, yes, they have a run in them. Well, everyone counted them out last year. They were a 9 seed. They were a 9 seed last year. They made the Western Conference Finals. Like that team was way worse than this team, and they made the Western Conference Finals. So yeah, they got swept. Whatever. But it's if you got LeBron on your team, I don't care if he's fucking 43. He'll be out there like Catino Mobley with a gray beard, just fucking backing dudes down, having 25, 8-8, like it's his fucking job at 44 years old. It doesn't matter. He's gonna in the playoffs. It's gonna be different. They have a run. Yes, they can make a run. It's LeBron.
Zamora, you think they got a run left in them?
Let me be honest, and I said this before, even though it was like, no, that can't happen. I was saying they're gonna win the play-in, and they're not gonna make the playoffs. And I don't care what y'all say. It looks bad. It looks horrible. Like even with Anthony Davis, like they've had more problems this season from the optics from outside looking in than any other season. I'm just like with ups and downs. I'm like, nope. I can
70%. 70% of the league makes playoffs.
In the playoffs and just having they play in and then be good with that. I can see it. On that.
Are you saying they're bottom third of the NBA then? Because that's who doesn't make the playoffs. Like 70% of the NBA makes the playoffs. There's a lot of playoff teams. Like they're gonna get in.
I get you, but hell, like you telling me if they get in, they're not gonna be bounced first round based off their inconsistencies.
It's different. It's a different game. It's not. In the regular season, those guys don't give a shit about the regular season. They don't give a shit about the regular season. There's too many games. They play too many fucking games. 82, that's half of what baseball players play, and baseball players do nothing. So these guys run up and down the court for 82 games. Like they don't give a fuck about. They just want to make the playoffs, get into like a decent spot, and then make a run from there because that's how it is in the NBA now. Like they're all just like the Lakers know how to play in the playoffs. They all do. They have the 2020 title. It's not a bubble title. It's a fucking title.
Okay, so give me give me an Eastern team. Give me an Eastern team that makes it in the playoffs that's better. No, give me 2 that are better than the Lakers that makes it in the playoffs. I mean, that are not better. No, I'm talking about that are not. I mean, yeah, that the Lakers will win against because the Celtics are not winning against the Celtics. That's just not happening. They're not winning against. Go ahead, Swag. What you say?
No, I was saying taking your time.
No, I'm saying they're not. The Hawks ain't making it because they look like a travesty. They're not making it against the Sixers. I don't know now.
LA's in the West. LA's in the West though.
No, but I'm sorry. But I'm sorry. Let me backtrack.
You're good.
No, let me backtrack.
You're fine.
That's why I told her to take her time.
No. I'm sorry. When I'm talking about listen. When I'm talking about the Eastern Conference, obviously, I'm talking about teams that would go against them that would win. As far as the West being more stacked, who do you still think is going to be better than them? Because you still like, even though everybody hate on Harden, Clippers are like the best out of like the 5. No, talk trash, Willie, but they're the best right now. Their record is better.
They're literally
in the West,
bro. The Clippers are literally the Cowboys in the NFL.
They are 100%.
They're still better.
Yeah.
They're still better though.
Like we give them all these praises. We give them all this credit. It's all lulu blah 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 blah. And then when it gets to playoff time,
I'm going to agree. I'm going to take the Lakers over the Clippers in the playoffs because Kawhi and Paul will disappear, and LeBron will show.
Okay, wait. Oh no. Let me ask this one question: is there a better chance of AD being injured or Kawhi being injured? It's AD.
Ooh, that's pretty 50-50. That's pretty.
No,
that's
it's
toss up.
AD. No,
That's a toss up.
It's not gonna be
I will
Kawhi
give
don't,
AD
Kawhi don't
as
play much.
Yeah, I mean Kawhi
Yeah,
not
that's true.
showing
Kawhi don't
up.
play much.
Maybe.
I think it's 75% that you're not going to get a full series out of AD opposed to Kawhi. I'm saying that.
In the playoffs, I'll agree with you because I think Kawhi's a fucking prime time playoff performer. I understand that he's going to be healthy. If he's at all healthy, he will be healthy in the playoffs. It shows you. It says a lot about Kawhi Leonard that he doesn't play in the regular season because he doesn't fucking want to. But like he doesn't just want to at all. Like he really doesn't. Like when he gets in the playoffs, he's a fucking stud. I get it. I'll take him over Anthony Davis in the playoffs for sure. But that's one dude. Paul George clearly disappears in the playoffs. Okay, James Harden does more than disappear in the playoffs.
No.
He chokes.
He disappears like that face behind that beard.
And you know what? We're not going to put
one disappears, the other chokes.
That was Doc Rivers' fault because Doc Rivers
same
was one of the
thing
worst
coming.
coaches in the whole league. So I'm putting it 100% on him mostly because
On
he's
the
terrible.
coach?
He's been with 6 teams and get bounced every time in the second round. He even coached Tracy McGrady in the Orlando Magic in 2001 and still found a way to lose. He's horrible.
How many 3-pointers has Doc Rivers hit in the last 15 years? How many 3-pointers has Doc Rivers? How many 3-pointers has Doc Rivers made in the NBA in the last 15 years?
You talking about him? Is he playing? No, but no.
He's not playing.
Oh no. But listen, we judge LeBron harshly for having a losing record. We have to do the same thing with coaches. So he's mature. We have to. We have to give the same praise.
Yeah, for you to lose 10 game sevens as a coach, I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's bad.
Like if Kyle Shanahan was black.
We have to give him that type of no. We have to judge him off that.
But we're not doing this on Black History. Come on, man. Black History is almost over.
It's just hilarious.
No. But Daniel, what I was saying, I'm sorry. Name Western. Name 2 teams that's gonna make it in the Western Conference playoffs that are that are the Lakers could win against. Who? I don't see any teams.
Who could they beat?
Yeah,
I think they can beat New Orleans.
How long do you have?
No, be for real. Be for real.
Memphis, the Clippers.
Memphis is not making the playoffs, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. Memphis ain't making the playoffs, and the Clippers
Memphis
are
not even there.
They're like the 12th seed right now, so they're going to make the playoffs.
Memphis is currently 13.
They're not gonna
Ja is injured. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Ja's done.
no.
They ain't making it.
Ja's
Memphis-
injured. It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Dan,
All right.
Memphis is 20-38. They are currently 10 games behind Golden State for the 10th.
Golden State's one of them. They'll beat Golden State they'll beat Golden State in the playoff series for sure. It would be Golden State.
I think they beat Golden State. I think they
give you
beat
that.
New Orleans.
They
give
beat
you
the
that.
Pelicans.
Yep.
For sure.
Do y'all think the Pelicans gonna make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Pelicans right now are sitting in the 7th seed above Dallas. Then it's the Lakers at 9 and Golden State at 10. And
They'll beat the Pelicans.
Yep. Then 1 through 6 in the West is Minnesota and OKC tied at 40 and 17. Denver's at the 3, Clippers at the 4, Kings at the 5, and Suns currently sit at the 6.
Who's taking the Sacramento Kings in the first round against the Los Angeles Lakers? Anybody? Didn't think
the
so.
Kings win. I got the
Really?
Kings.
I'd take Kings
With
in
all
this.
that proven
Everything.
playoff, all those proven playoff players they have. Oh, they're totally. Yeah.
I mean, you got.
Okay, but the thing is, I'll take an unknown underdog team against the inconsistency of the Lakers. The inconsistency of the Lakers is so bad. It's that bad that I would take the Kings.
Well,
My
my
thing
is this. And I think the one thing the Lakers lack on that team, particularly at the center and power forward spot, is depth. That's the one thing that they lack. Sabonis can eat all day.
And William, the reason why I said the Kings could beat the Lakers, this is the same team who almost beat the Warriors last year in 7 games. And then every time they played the Lakers, the Kings got their number. Like the Kings could beat the Lakers. Like literally, nobody's guarding Fox in that team. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
and they actually have a good coach. I'm sorry, Mike Brown is a good coach.
I love Mike Brown.
I love Mike Brown.
And then Malik Monk, every time he plays him, he gets like 30 points.
Former Laker.
Also, I think that LA beats the Minnesota Timberwolves right now in a series.
I agree.
Come at me.
Okay. I agree with that.
I agree.
I
One
just
seed in the West.
I want to correct something earlier really quick where you guys said that the Clippers were the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA.
I didn't say that. He said that. I never said that.
For y'all, okay, not you, but it was said.
I'll take it.
As a Suns fan and somebody who's lived in Arizona for a large portion of my life, I can guarantee you it's the Phoenix Suns that are the Dallas Cowboys.
They're not.
Minus the
minus the success.
Wait,
yeah.
gotta change that. Gotta change that.
They I mean, they get to the playoffs and they look really good.
Wait, you agree with them?
That finals loss, I think, is going to be probably the best we'll see out of the Suns for a little while.
Bro,
wait, never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and change that. Okay, the Cowboys in the NBA is the Sixers because they could not pass the second round for shit.
I'll take that.
They just can't pass the second round.
The Dallas Cowboys are the Nebraska Cornhuskers football team. That's the actual college to pro comparison. Tell me that's wrong. That's completely accurate. That's
Neither
completely
team has won
accurate.
since the 90s.
And they think they still do. They think they still do all the time. I'm a Cornhuskers fan, so I know.
I will say that. And their
wait, I got a question. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ando. My bad.
The food comparisons are pretty good because Runza's down there in Nebraska. Dan can vouch for me. Runza's are amazing, and then the barbecue down in Texas is pretty good too.
Ooh.
Hey, I like the Runzas, man. I grab a Runza every time I go to the Wayne County State Fair.
It's like a Hot Pocket on steroids.
You know what? I don't get it as often as you do, Dan. So shut the hell up.
I don't ever eat Runzas. I don't eat Runzas.
Look, Gabe Courtney gave the Runza like a 8.2 when he reviewed it.
Farm corn.
Yeah,
I do farm corn. That's a thing.
Courtney also likes New York style pizza, so he can shut the fuck up too.
Oh shit!
You're just a Barstool's hater, man. That's what you are. Barstool's what you hate.
I got a question for y'all.
Fire with cardboard.
Swag's got a question. Go ahead, Swag.
What energy y'all drinking for this Monday? Because
anxiety. That's what I drink. Anxiety.
Hate. I'm driven on hate.
Energy. I've taken 2 dabs since we started.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I smoke a lot of weed here. I thought that was like a thing. Like we're not all in on that. Oh, sorry.
I didn't know we all weren't. We all were doing that. Energy supplements before the show goes. What?
Different show.
Not on Mondays.
We're doing barbiturates before the show.
Just a heads up. I don't smoke weed. This is just natural energy right here.
I
also have some
He's
jelly
just
beans
naturally
too.
that stupid.
Jelly beans.
But now, William, to your question though, like for the Lakers, I don't know. It's like
it ain't happening. This shit trash.
I don't think so either.
It's like them. They play tug of war, like literally. Like they fight for the play-in. They gonna be trash. They gonna be average. They gonna be this.
Exactly. So who do you guys think is the equivalent for basketball? Who you think is the NBA Buffalo Bills? I would say the Knicks. Personally.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
the Bills win way more than the Knicks do.
No, but I'm saying based off the fact that they had 4 consecutive, Super Bowl runs and loss, and then as far as disappointment, I was equating them to the Knicks. That's
I could see that.
Yeah.
Why
the Knicks haven't won a championship since the 70s. So
they haven't went there since
Wasn't that Willie Reed thing?
No, it was 90s.
Well, no, they made 2 finals in the 90s. They made the finals against the Rockets where they had the John Starks game.
Pastor Ewing, that's what I'm saying. They actually,
And then they made it in 2000 when they got beat by David Robinson and Tim Duncan and the Spurs because they were the 8th seed.
Yep.
The last team that won, Ando, wasn't that the Knicks team with Willis Reed?
Yep. I think 76 or 75. I think
78,
yeah.
The famous
I'm not gonna lie.
Because I wanna say Jackson. I want to say Phil Jackson was a bench player on that Knicks team, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but
yeah.
Because I know Phil Jackson won a ring with the Knicks, and that was in the 70s. So
okay, so they did get a ring. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
The 70s.
The Knicks organization, they should delete their logo.
They need to get rid of James fucking Dolan is what they need to do. If they got rid of James Dolan, they'd be fine. But James Dolan is a fucking idiot.
How many 3-pointers has James Dolan made in the last 15 years?
Oh my God. How much money has James Dolan made on the name of the Knicks, man? That dude ain't never sell. He's gonna die.
You know who
I
ruined
love
the
this Knicks slander. I love
Derek Fisher ruined the Knicks. Being a thought and chasing over Matt Barnes' side.
Yes.
He ruined the Knicks. His ass did that.
They got into like a teenage spat.
Exactly.
in fucking real life.
I don't want to be no Knicks.
As 40-year-old men, they were like, fucking get off my girl, bro.
Real quick.
It's supposed to be close to chasing tail.
That's why the Brooklyn Nets stole their city, man.
Real quick before
Nets need to go back
this,
to New Jersey, bro.
there's one more Zamora fact I gotta let you guys. There's two more Zamora facts I gotta let you guys the Zamora fact number 3.
Oh, he about to expose.
Stand Chris Paul.
He about to expose.
She cannot stand Chris Paul.
Oh, yeah, I can't stand him.
I'm on
She
that
can't
mode.
stand
Was it
Chris
the State
Paul.
Farm commercials that you hate him for?
Why do y'all hate Chris Paul?
I don't like Chris Paul because I think that the reputation they try to give Westbrook is this horrible teammate and player. That's really Chris Paul. But he has like the cloaks of like, well, the guy said because he's like the head of the NBA organization, he gets like a low pass. And it's like, no, that's really him. That's him.
I don't like Westbrook either.
No. She's talking about Chris Paul.
I get that. I get that this man ain't got no rings on his State Farm. Come on, man.
See, I liked Russell when he was in OKC with Harden and Durant.
KD.
Yeah, like I mean, if the Oklahoma City Thunder dismantled that core, so they shift off Harden. If they'd have been patient, they would have 2 or 3 rings. And
you know why they didn't?
I hate that.
You know why they didn't keep Harden, right? It was $1 million that kept them apart.
Because Harden didn't want to keep being a 6-man in OKC, and Brooks knew the value that Harden brought off the bench.
Yeah,
I'm going to say this about Chris Paul. As a Suns fan, I've watched a lot of Chris Paul basketball the last few years. His problem is he comes up short when it matters.
Yep.
And if we're going to criticize guys like Josh Allen for doing that, if we're going to criticize all of these other players that seem to have this chronic ability to fall flat when your elite ability should be on display, we got to hold Chris Paul to that same standard. He's done some great things in the game, but he came up short when it mattered. Multiple times, consistently up short or injured. Like, how do you constantly get injured in the playoffs?
There's 4 other guys on the floor, though.
Yes, there is.
Nobody thought Chris Paul was carrying a team. Nobody ever did that.
Man, tell James Harden to show up in Game 7 when it matters the most.
No, don't do that.
Wait, we ain't gonna talk about that though. When he shot 2 for 13 at the 3. Oh yeah.
Don't do that.
We ain't gonna talk. The missed 27 threes. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk.
In a row.
Oh, yeah, in a row.
Yeah, no, the Rockets missed 27 3-pointers in a row.
The Rockets.
That team.
That's what
I almost forgot. It was up double digits. Them 2 games, Game 6 and 7, and choked it. And CP3 wasn't there, so
he had enough games under the thing and then lost that one. But as worse is that for Chris Paul, how many organizations he done been with? And I could say,
New Orleans, Clippers.
Well, effectively, he ain't got no teammates that actually like him. They said DeAndre Jordan don't. I hate Doc Rivers. So you know that I don't like him. Even Doc Rivers don't have nothing positive to say about him. That's the problem.
He likes Rondo better than he likes Paul.
That's horrible.
Apparently, he's very
like Rondo like that.
He's very like
exactly.
Yeah, he's very like he thinks he's better than he actually was or is at any point. Like it's been it's been guided to him to think that, like, because obviously he gets a lot of fucking press and shit.
If you guys want to see how much beef Chris Paul has, all you have to do is type in Chris Paul beef history on YouTube, and this channel Sports Nation
it's tons.
Rajon Rondo, DeMarcus Cousins.
Not other paper.
Yeah.
He's got
and you know Pat Bev can't stand him, man. He called him a cone.
I'm glad he pushed him. I am so glad. I was like, he don't mess with nobody, but he caught him slipping. He pushed him.
He should have pushed harder.
Yeah, he pushed harder. He should have pushed harder.
Is it ironic that Chris Paul looks like an insurance agent and does the insurance commercials?
He should have grabbed this little chubby little honey bun beard and then just threw it in the sewers.
Do you think there's honey bun in Harden's beard most of the time? Like there's a little bit of like icing in it. Like
there's something from the strip clubs in his beard.
Wait.
Harden, did you get a shine for your beard? What are you talking about? Oh, Oh, geez, yeah, no, that's
walked around craving tuna fish sandwiches.
This is so
Man, I can make a whole zest table with that.
Oh my god.
Zest table.
And it's like, wow.
Hey, real quick, y'all. Real quick. Seven's got some MLB news. We can go ahead and get into the 7th inning stretch. Let's go.
I want to be the best in the game. Invest in my name. Check no restraints. I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain. Assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints.
All right, Seven, let's go.
All right, so bringing up what I talked about at the top of the show, of course, actual respect to Jen Paywall for being the first female umpire in a spring training game since 2007. She's been doing minor league games over the last few years. There is no official timetable on her getting to do regular season Major League Baseball games, but she is the front runner to be the first woman to ever umpire a Major League Baseball game. So good luck to her, seriously. And I genuinely mean that. I make jokes, but I make jokes about the people I care about. So yeah, it's because I got bullied a lot. So get over it. Bellinger signed a 3-year deal with the Cubs going back to Chicago. Cubs fans get their guy, and Bellinger gets to hang out in Arizona during spring training again. I don't think anybody was surprised this was going to happen, honestly.
You said Bellinger, right?
Yeah, Bellinger. The Dodgers traded today Manuel Margot to the Twins and re-signed Kike Hernandez because apparently they wanted to do more moves that they didn't need to do because that roster is more stacked than a Pamela Anderson sex tape.
Wow.
Damn.
Let's see. There was another one. Where did it go? Oh, that's what it was. The St. Louis Cardinals today signed shortstop Brandon Crawford, Giants legend, shortstop to a new deal. I believe it is another. I think no, this is a 1-year deal, but could turn into longer if he decides to stick around. A lot of people were expecting Crawford to retire, but he will give the Cardinals some added depth in the infield, which they desperately need if they want to be able to even beat Triple H in the future. They're on one of those rebuilds where you're gonna see some angry people in St. Louis for a while. I think we're 2 or 3 years before they're a wild card team at a minimum. But their farm system is in chatters.
That's like the major crooks in baseball for a lot of teams. A farm system sucks. You gonna suck.
Yeah, and that's one of the hard parts about the game when it comes to baseball, because you're not having a good farm system can only get you so far. Just ask the New York Yankees.
That's a New York Mets. I'm just kidding.
The Yankees have rebuilt, and they are going to make a run to hopefully make a wild card this year. Jesus. I think you guys are a wild card team, but I think that I still like Toronto for the division. There's a lot of Toronto fans that are panicking, but that is a really good roster. That is
with Vlad Guerrero's Gold Glove play at first base. I mean, how can you not? You know.
Toronto is the All-American team this year because there are 5 starters on that roster that weigh north of 250 pounds.
Yeah, there is.
There is a starting line starting for the Toronto Blue Jays this year. Daniel Vogelbach is one of them. Who else?
Alejandro Kirk, Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Vladdy Jr.
Yeah. Alex Manoah.
Manoah.
Plus 275.
Who is
Drew Pearson and their bullpen's huge. They're all fat. There must be some good things around.
Like
big dudes.
There is so Alec Manoah is 285. These are baseball players, professional baseball players. 285.
Not a good 285.
Nate Pearson is north of 250. He's 255. And then as far as players that will be actually on the field. Alejandro Kirk is one of the catchers. He's at 245. Not a lot of running
245, 245 yesterday, like in high school.
They ain't stealing no base.
3 bills. Alejandro Kirk weighs 3 bills.
They ain't stealing no bases.
Vlad Guerrero Jr., their first baseman, is 245.
Oh my God. 285. 290.
Yeah, he's easily 260.
In April, he's 290.
And then they just re-signed. Oh, and then Daniel Vogelbach was the other one that they just re-signed, and that guy is easily 300 pounds.
What's he listed at?
Easily 300.
Hang on. What's he listed at? Tell me what he's listed at.
Hold on. He's not on their roster yet, so I can't see it. I wonder if he's got it. They've probably listed him at like 240.
Gotcha.
He's legitimately fat.
He's
like a fat
I'm about to say 300 pounds is.
It's awesome because he's like super athletic. Like it's awesome because he actually is like he looks like a fat guy, but he's like Fat Bastard from Austin Powers.
270. 270 is what he's listed at.
Damn.
Yeah. 270.
So you're saying he's like the equivalent of like Keith Lee, can do flips and shit at like that huge weight.
Yeah, he's only if Keith Lee was not in shape. That is how big Daniel Vogelbach is. That guy, when he steps up to the plate, he does what is, even according to Deion Sanders, one of the hardest things to do in professional sports and hitting a baseball. And he does it very well. But if he does not hit a home run, it's probably a single.
Oh,
and it's respect to what he does, but damn, that's all I'm saying.
Can I ask a question to the panel real quick?
Of course.
So one question I would be a novice when it comes to baseball, but y'all more well versed than me. So my thought process always, especially in the early 2000s and stuff, with so many of the Hall of Famers or would-be Hall of Famers that were using steroids. Like it was like a roster like 8. I think Manny Ramirez and Barry Bonds, like the main ones. So in my head, because like all the superstars, all the people that would be Hall of Famers, in my head, I was just like, okay, since everybody did it, shouldn't you have just legalized it? Because you can't penalize what you would have on the Hall of Fame thing if it's like the majority. Like let's say you had Kobe, Bron, everybody, all of them. So it's just like it messes up the whole pool. So what do you do in that case? Are they Hall of like how? Anyway,
keep going. You want to feel this one? Keep going. You're doing perfect.
Keep going,
Tony.
I'm just curious myself because I'm just trying to understand. I don't know baseball, but I'm just like if
got an A+.
You're right. You're right. Here's I'm gonna let Dan take off on this because he has a PowerPoint presentation somewhere. I'm sure it supports your very statement, by the way. I will say this. At the start of the Hall of Fame induction speech, where they announced the Hall of Fame players this year, they mention that when they are deciding on a player's merit, they compare him to the players of his time. Mm-hmm. During the steroid era, over 50% of the league used steroids. There is no reason guys like Barry Bonds, who is one of the greatest hitters of all time, as far as the power is concerned, Manny Ramirez, who is an amazing pitcher, and yes, objective. I'm saying that objectively, even though I'm a right fielder.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, Dan, you go ahead and you turn off on this one.
Man Ram was a left fielder, just so we're clarifying that real quick. Okay. Man Ramirez was a left fielder. But no, these guys. Okay, so we should just let them take steroids, is what it is. We should sanction it. It's safe. Like we not have them shooting each other in the butts and have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Like and just doing way too much. That's what it was. Like McGuire and Canseco had no fucking idea what they were doing. Like they were just like, oh yeah, I feel like this is enough. There's 20 CCs. Let's just fucking shoot each other in the ass with it. Like they had no idea what they were doing. They had like Mark McGuire's neck has like stretch marks on it from where his fucking traps grew up through his face. And they were fucking stretch marks from getting too big too fast. Okay. I love it. Like, do you remember NFL Blitz on Nintendo 64?
Yeah.
Everybody was just ripped out of their gourds, right? And like they all just like could jump like 12 feet. Like I want every sport to be like that. Like I want every single sport to just be everybody is so fucking jacked. Like go watch like a 2001 fucking All-Star game. They're fucking fantastic. They all have tight pants on, and everybody looks like they look like a caricature of a baseball player. Like somebody drew it and was like messing around. Like, oh, this guy's really strong. Let's make him outrageous. Like they look ridiculous. So like we should just let them do it. You're so spot on with like, yes, everybody was doing it. 240 players from the McNamee report, which is a steroid report that came out from MLB, the office or whatever. 240 players tested positive during a 1-year period.
Damn.
That's more than half. That's more than half of Major League Baseball. So at that point, if you don't do it, you're behind. So
yeah,
Barry Bonds was just the best player who took steroids. He was still the fucking best player. It doesn't help you hit a baseball. Trust me, I've done it. I've tried it. You can't do it.
And another thing in respect to Bonds, if you go back and look at Barry Bonds' numbers, Barry Bonds had a Hall of Fame career before the steroid era started.
Yeah, with the Pirates.
And also, when I do my baseball show, which if it comes back this year will be named Podcast Name Deferred, and because like the Giants, or I'm sorry, like the Dodgers, we're deferring the name of our podcast to 2035. But my co-host over there, he actually used to be a writer with media credentials for the San Francisco Giants, where Barry Bonds played. And he can tell you exactly when any alleged steroid use may or may not have occurred, which was around the middle of 1996 season. If you look at the numbers in Barry Bonds' year, first half of the season versus second half, there is a difference, one might say. So if you go all the way through his career to the first half of 1996, it's a Hall of Fame career. 1992, he signed for at the time, highest single season free agent contract in baseball history at just over $4 million. This was in 92. When
93.
And that was with the Giants. And then he starts his historic run, doing all of these things before steroids. He took steroids so that he was where he was before, where they were after, so that the playing field was level again. That's all he did.
Yeah,
Barry Bonds deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and respect to you for saying that, because I don't hear a lot of people bring that up, or they always ban them, stuff like that. So thank you.
I bring it up because when after it came so hard at Barry Bonds, and then I heard okay, Alex did it. Then they said Manny. I was like, this is all the stars. Hold up, this is like Chris Paul. Everybody. This is LeBron. This is KD. This is Curry. This is everyone. So why be tripping?
Yep. No, you're 100% correct. You're right.
All right, guys.
It doesn't help you hit a baseball. Is the main point. Did they recover quicker? Were they stronger? Yes. It doesn't help you hit a baseball.
Nope.
It doesn't help you put ball to bat. It doesn't help. Does it help it go farther when it does? Maybe.
So you still gotta hit the ball for it to match.
Still gotta hit it.
Yeah.
So my question is, A-Rod though, are they putting him? Has he been inducted in the Hall of Fame? No,
he's
never going to.
And A-Rod won't, simply because of the thing where, so a lot of the players during the steroid era get the agreed upon clearance for them is because of during that period everybody is using it, and then once they started policing it in 2004, anybody after that is fair game for a fuck you. A-Rod got caught twice after that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's not getting into the Hall of Fame, and it's you're going to be hard pressed to find consistent arguments for it because of that. Statistically, probably should be at least considered. And I'll defer to Dan on that one, but ultimately, because he got caught twice, A-Rod's not going into the Hall of Fame.
It's just politics at that point. I mean, 1993, real quick. Well, sorry. 1993, Barry Bonds, 46 homers, 123 RBIs, stole 29 bases, hit 336, won the MVP. That is just absolutely insanity. And clearly he was not on roids. He was 180 pounds, 6'3". He was not on roids of any kind. And he's that's steroid numbers for a guy that wasn't on steroids. And then you flash forward, you get 2004, where his 15th season in professional baseball, he's 38 years old. He had 73 home runs. So it has a on base percentage over 560. I'm going to say that again. Over 560. He was on base more than half the time, because they were just if we throw him a pitch, he's going to fucking hit 900 feet. I don't know what to do. And so they're just we intentionally walk him. Yeah, intentionally walk him. Yeah, I think that's what we do.
Yeah.
He takes 100. What was it? Hang on, look right here.
It was 140 something.
141 intentional walks.
Yep.
Intentional walks. 141. They were just
2004. That was the year the Giants made it to the World Series, right?
Yep.
He was like Bowser inside of his Mario Kart, over top of the
He did look like Bowser. He was
his swing was right here. It was literally Like that's how he swung right here, and like it's just like they went 500 feet. It was like, jeez, don't throw him a strike because the strike zone's this big, and he's gonna hit 500 feet. So like he's the greatest, in my opinion. Barry Bonds is the greatest baseball player that's ever touched planet Earth. I don't think there's even statistically, there's actually not an argument for that. So you guys can shut the fuck up about anybody else. If you look at statistics, I don't think
anybody was saying it.
Barry Bonds is the only guy in the 700-500 club. He has 700 home runs and 500 stolen bases. There's not even a guy in the 700-200 club. There's not a guy in the 600-200 club, 500-200 club. He's got clubs of his own statistically. He's the greatest of all time.
Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson could not touch what Barry Bonds did, and Ricky Henderson is probably one of the best offensive players in baseball history. What north of he had 200 plus stolen bases.
1,200. He had like 1,200 stolen bases.
Oh yeah.
It's stupid. It's like some ridiculous number. Like it's a lot. He also 100 bases a year for like fucking 4 straight years or something like that. 100 bases.
Just make sure Ricky Henderson is the guy they call. No, is he Mr. October?
No, that's Reggie Jackson.
Okay, Reggie Jackson. Okay.
Do you know how he made his name? Mr. October, Endo? Do you know how he made his name? Play for the Yankees. Play for the Yankees.
Oh, okay.
Because if you play for the Yankees in October, you become a fucking legend.
He was amazing in his. He was amazing in his own right, though.
Reggie, yes, God,
clutch.
I 560 Red Sox fan. I did a report on Reggie Jackson when I was in middle school. I can't remember what the class was. I think it was English. We had to pick somebody that we looked up to, and I did Reggie Jackson.
And he did all of that with the awkwardness of the 80s and that mustache that he had.
Yeah,
horrible. Just horrible. Hang on, are we talking about Reggie Jackson, the one that plays in the NBA, or the one that? I'm sorry, never mind.
We ain't talking about him. We ain't talking about him. But anyway, real quick, before we get on out of here, Swag, come back.
Don't leave it, Swag.
He quit. He was like, no, I'm
back.
He fixing his alarm.
Samara's hanging in there, and I appreciate it. She's hanging in there until the end. Look at her. She's a champ. She's like, I want to fucking get the fuck out of here.
Real quick, before we get out of here. Before we get out of here, real quick.
Go ahead, Willie.
I know you're not a quitter, bud. I know you're not.
Real quick before we get out of here, I want to thank our special guests for coming through. I want to thank Swag for coming through. I want to say thank you to Zamora for coming through. You can catch us all Thursday nights on Player versus Team from the Sidelines YouTube channel. You can check us out there. Like, comment, subscribe.
They want to come on next week.
Everybody else, well, thank y'all for coming through as well.
They're like, I'm coming on next week. This is the best show ever. They are.
They can come on. They can come on. Gladly.
Yeah, you're making it hard for them to leave.
They come on back. Glad to have both of them back. Who knows? We might get the other two to come with us.
Will never just runs credits. Like this at this point right now, he should just run credits. We should just already be in the post-game.
As a matter of fact, thank y'all for coming through. We do appreciate y'all coming through the Sports Report podcast. We see y'all again next week. Want some damn credits? There you go. There's a damn credits. There's a damn credits.
Goddamn time. Like, when are you going to learn how to pull the fucking trigger, Will? When are you going to learn how to pull the trigger?
Damn it.